Then what do you think his ultimate goal is?
His ultimate goal is to become the greatest president the U.S. has ever had, bar none. You know, it's interesting. Oh, for the global economy, I'll just mention NVIDIA in the quarterly report last night and the call afterwards. Jensen Huang clearly is, working with the administration to ameliorate the damage that could be done by, some of the tariffs and some of his tendencies. And I do think he's softening up. I do.
Yeah, I've seen his presence a lot in the White House these days.
Yes.
Their staff.
Yes.
Negotiation process.
He said is, we want to be the leader in the world from an innovation point of view. But if we are not exporting our innovation to the world, that will limit our progress, right? And allow more or encourage more competition. And, I think there might be a little more of a rapprochement evolving here than I expected. And I think we've learned a lot from actually DeepSeek and all of the open source technology that our companies now are using in the US. And I think that has awakened President Trump to this idea, wait a minute, we're leveraging off of their technology, and we actually caused that open source movement because we stopped selling our software to China because of IP theft. We just stopped. So they developed an open source ecosystem, which is now more competitive than I think anyone could have imagined. So I think President Trump is saying, wait a minute, if we withhold, then we are encouraging, competitors to develop their own chips or whatever and compete more aggressively against us. So I think I sense a change coming here. Can't put my finger on it, but there was a difference.
Then what do you think his ultimate goal is?
President Trump,
Yes.
On chip technology?
Or in general, his ultimate goal for economy.
Oh, no. His ultimate goal is to become the greatest president the U.S. has ever had, bar none. That's what he wants. And if you notice, I think many people in our lifetimes think that President Reagan was one of the best presidents. And guess who he has up in his office? He reveres him in a way, and he wants to do better than Reagan did, and he wants to be remembered as a better president. So that's why I know from this point of view, it doesn't seem like that's possible, but that's what I mean. He's a negotiator par excellence. You all hear about the tariffs. You don't hear that much about the deregulation, the tax cuts. You don't hear that much. Well, you hear it from CDBZ because we have partnered and we talk about it, and they are also really smart. But I don't think, even in the United States, most people don't know about, unless their businesses are directly affected, but the average person doesn't know that there's an undercurrent here of really good, really good incentives, important incentives to get our economy going, get our economy booming, and to do that in the context, I think, more and more of a global boom.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, that all these news we see all day is just on the surface, right? In his heart, he has this clear picture of where he's going.
Yes.
All right, that sort of comforted me a little bit.
第一个就是从6月到现在大概才2个半月的时间 ，OK， 但是事情发生转变的速度远远超乎我当时的想象。好比说 cryptocurrency 的 act， 它这么快就过了，它突然而言让加密货币或稳定币有了一个法定的地位，它有机会成为未来可以说改变整个金融业生态的一个。
是的，天才法案。
对，所以事实上这件事情在6月份的时候，倒没有想到会这么顺利，这么快就过了，所以它就发生非常快，甚至后来像以太坊啊，就以太币啦，
最近涨很多。
就是他们这样子一连串的思考下来，就会发现这些原本在非主流产业的，在加密货币，它会变成一个主流性的产业。对，这个是一个这段时间非常难得的一个想法。
还有吗？
我觉得还当然还像医学，对，像医学 AI 用在医学，对我们平常很健康的人来讲，其实是无感的。譬如说，刚刚 Cathie 有分享到 Recursion 那家公司，它开发药的速度从2年前现在提升到10倍，甚至更高。1年原本只做20次，现在超过200次。这样的一个速度，可是对于健康人来讲，其实是感受不到的，因为要当他生病的时候，他才有感觉。所以，但是这个东西是活生生的，会让这些医疗的产业做革命性的发展。所以，事实上，在中信投信，我们自己的内部团队其实也开始已经开始在努力在看这一块，因为这一块在过去，因为大家无感。所以大家可能没有放很多心思在股价表现上，但是这一块的潜力是非常巨大的。
是，
我们认为在未来它是非常有机会，这也是这段时间一个心得。当然，第一个0983A 是一个全透明的一个投资组合，它每天都看得到，所以事实上我们每天做的决策都收到很多的反馈。第一个，我们对于这5个颠覆式创新的主题，我们抓得非常紧，我们大概不太会，大概就是我们这档的最大的主轴跟卖点。第二个，在股价波动期间，当然我们有的时候因为它偏离非常多的时候，那我们会请教 ARK 这边的想法，会做一些调整，在比重上会做一些调整，在持股上也会做一些调整。所以这段时间我们跟 ARK 之间的沟通是非常顺畅的，包括任何形式的沟通，中间也让我们学习到他们对一些个股跟产业的比较深度的思考。所以这件事情对这段时间0983，我相信未来也会更让我们有更多的学习的空间跟机会。在操作上，我觉得这个主题是紧紧的抓住未来的产业趋势，这是毫无质疑的。在个股的选择上，我们跟 ARK 之间有非常充分的讨论。
Well, I think if we're right, and actually Jack just mentioned it, if we're right, the rate of change is going to accelerate here. And if you're in a portfolio maybe that rebalances every quarter, that may not be fast enough, given how quickly some of these changes are evolving. So I have only done active management. It's the only thing I understand. I think with active management also, you get to know the management teams, and very importantly, and this is a leading indicator for us, you watch where the talent goes. Whenever I'm pulling up a stock and there's news on a company, I will look at what's happened with the talent, and we get announcements all the time as a leading indicator. So we don't have to wait for changes to show up in numbers to then decide to sell. If we think an important member of the team has left, that can often be a cause to trim and just say, okay, wait a minute, why, and so forth. Same thing. If we see a person we really like leaving one company and coming to another, we'll be much more interested in that company. So You know, there's an art and a science, and I think that our business has moved more towards the science, which is more quant-driven and factor-driven, and there's a place for that. There is equally a place, especially given how quickly things are changing, for active management, to react or anticipate and make a move any day, not wait for the end of the quarter.
投资一定有风险，基金投资有赚有赔，申购前应详阅公开说明书。